one of the very topics your teacher is going to expose to you later is called quadrilaterals. Now, like I will always tell you, I am not here to do definitions and types for you. Your teacher would have shown you that in class, what a quadrilateral is, what examples of quadrilaterals we have, like square, like rectangle, rhombus, rhomboid, kite, and all that. We are not into that right now. My work here is to show you how to construct these things so that in your final exam you will be able to do much and impress yourself and your family. Now, how do you construct a square? That's what I want to show you now. There are different methods you can use, but I will show you the different methods, and the very basic one is what I'll show you now. Let us just assume the square we are about to construct is 60 millimeter long. A, B, C, D is equal to that 60 millimeters. So the first thing we're going to do is to draw a horizontal line. Let this be my horizontal line here. I always like this line, a horizontal line here, not measured at first. Now on my left hand side, I cut a mark and call it A. I get a mark and call it A. I get my ruler and I measure the 60, 0 to number 6. Let us extend that. This is it here, 0 to number 6 neatly. That's 60 mm. So I put it at A. That is the intersection, not A here. Intersection there, and I cut a mark. I cut a mark here. Can you see that? That mark, let us call it B. Let that mark be B, which is 60. There is no need repeating mm like most of my students will do. So you just leave it like that. Now at B, we are going to construct angle 90. You all know how to construct angle 90 already. If you don't know, please go to my video where I showed you how to construct angles. You'll see it there. Now this time I want to construct the angle below the line because I just want my my square to come out well. But you can also construct the angle 90 on top. There is no crime, but I prefer putting it down like this. I'll draw an arc, a semicircle like this. Oh my god, this is my B here, so I draw a semicircle like this. Please pardon my little double lines. I don't take that in class also. If you do this for me, definitely I'll zero it and -1 for you, so you guys can -1 for me now in this. You are free. All right, the next thing I'm going to do is to extend my radius. Put it back here, I cut under, cut there, put it at this other part. Are you with me? I cut this other part. Good. And I take my ruler. Please excuse me, this cough is troubling me. Put my ruler at this intersection and at this B here like this neatly. Can you see that? And I roll up. I did not measure it, just roll up like that. Good. Now for some of us, we may decide to put the angle 90 this way. There is no crime. Please take note, there is no crime. All right, the next thing I want to do is to measure A to B. How many was A to B earlier? 60. So I extend it to B. That gives me the 60 again. Good. So I remove my compass. I put it now at B. I put it back at B. I cut this angle 90 earlier. Remember? Good. Let us call this part C. Now my radius is still 60. Now put it as C like this and cut this empty space. You see that? Remove it. I am still with the 60. Go back to A and cut this arc. I think we are done. Let us call this new intersection D. Let's call it D. What you need to do, you now join C to D C to D neatly, and then A to D, like this, beautiful. If you have a pencil that can outline very well in your exam, like your HB pencil, please use that one to now bring out the outline of only the only the square. Bring out the outline neatly and you are good to go. Bring out the outline neatly and you are good to go. You see, so this is how to construct how to construct a square A, B, C, D. There are situations where you are also asked to construct, let us say, a rectangle. Now this time, let me put it here, how to construct a rectangle. Yes, a rectangle. Now let the rectangle be A, B, C, D, with AB, let us say AB is going to be 80 mm, and then BC, let us take BC to be 37 mm. Now it is exactly the same principle you have done here. That's what you do here. How do you go about it? The first thing you always do, like I always tell you, is to draw the horizontal line like this. Draw your horizontal line, not measured. Draw your horizontal line. On your left, get a mark. Let us call that mark A. The question said let AB be 80, so you get your 80. Let me measure the 80. Measure the 80 now. 0 to number 8. 0 to number 8. This is it here. Can you see that? 0 to number 8. Good. Put it at A and cut here. That gives me my B. And we're told BC is 37. But before then, let's get a 90 degree here. This time, I want to construct my 90 degree up. Like I told you, you can choose any radius. This is it here. And I draw my semicircle. You can see this time it is smaller. I extend the radius, put it here, I cut there, put it this way, and I cut here, and I choose my B and the intersection like this. Are you watching me? And there I go, That's my 90 degrees now. So I now come back here. BC, C should be somewhere here. 37, that's 3.7. BC 37, this is 35, 36, 37. Good. There, that's my 37. So I put it at B. I cut here. Can you see there? Now I immediately take it to A. I cut another arc up here. Then I go back and measure A to B. A to B was how many? 80. Some students can put it right 0 to 8. But I prefer, I take my AB here. Okay, I think I'm right. Good, AB, good. And I put it at, let us call here C. This C. Put it at C. And I cut. Let us call here D. So what do I need to do now? You join C to D. Please, if you have that very thick pencil, use it to now bring out the outline like this. Join C to D, and then D to where? D to A. D to A. This is it. Bring out your outlines beautifully. So if you are writing an external exam, this is how to go about it. You see, so this is the required rectangle we are asked to draw. Here was 80 and here was what? 37. Good. What about if we are asked to construct a rhombus? No, a rhombus is just a slanted square. Yes, under here now I'll show you how we go about that. Now, like I said earlier, there are situations where we are asked to construct a rhomboid. Now, this rhomboid will be at a diagonal of 60 degrees. What do we do? The first thing you want to do is to draw a horizontal line. For example, let us assume this is my horizontal line. Now, at a point, let me call that place A. And they said the side of the rhombus should be what? 60 mm. What do you do? As we know, we have a set square already, but it's always good you show a construction. At A, we are going to construct angle 60. We know that already. Just choose any radius of your choice and draw an arc. So I take A as my center, and I draw an arc this way. I draw an arc this way. I do not change the radius again. I put it at this mark and cut a mark here. Now, that mark I cut here, I'll take my ruler and I rule it neatly to get that angle 60 degrees. This is it here. Good, fine. I go like that. Now, remember what they told us, that the side of the rhombus is what? 60. So I get my 60 millimeters. That's number 1, 0 to number 6. Here we are. This is it. And from there, I'll put it along my A and cut the 60 mark here. I cut the 60 mark here. Can you see that? Now, I also make sure that let us get this 60 also and call here B. This is B. Get it? Now, at my intersection along this line, let us call this particular one D, because C will be somewhere here later. I put it there and I cut an arc this way. Can you see that? Now, I'll make sure that at B, I also get to construct another angle 60, or better still, I put my 60 here and then I cut this other angle. There'll be no need constructing another one. So let's call here C. What do I need to do? And I join my C to D neatly, my C to D neatly, and join my B to C neatly, my C to, that's it, good. This is it. So if you have that very HB pencil that can thicken it neatly for you, you bring out all the outline. So A, B, C, D gives us the what? Gives us the rhombus. Very, very good work. Now, let's go to the last part where I'm going to show you how to construct, for instance, a parallelogram. Yes, a parallelogram that will excuse me, a parallelogram that will be at the angle of let us take the angle of 60 also, angle 60 also. Good. Now this parallelogram is also A, B, C, D. It's going to be 80 mm. That's AB equal to 80 mm, and BC, let BC be 38 mm, and then angle A, that's DAB, let it be let it be 60 degrees. So what do? You know, the parallelogram is more or less like a slanted rectangle. Yes, a slanted rectangle. So let us take this. You draw a horizontal line again. Let this be the horizontal line. Can you see that? The horizontal line, we cut a mark here. Let that mark be A, and then you measure your AT. You measure your AT. Measure your AT. Is number 8 here. Can you see that? Number 80, and then we cut here now. This is B. This is B. Now take note. You can decide to use your 60-degree set square to take your construction. Let me do that for you. Now this is your angle 60 here. Put it there at A, and you draw. You see that? Put it here and draw. You can do that. This on that very easy method, and do that. But for some examiners and teachers, they will require you to do the construction, so you do this for them at both sides, or follow this method. Now we are told that BC is 38, so let's get the 38. 3.8. This is it here. 3.8. That's it. Good. 3.8. So you get your 3.8 here. You cut. Take it to B. You also get your 3.8, and you cut. So let us call here C, and this part D. What do you need to do? Just join C to D. Join your C to D neatly. C to D. That's it. That's it. Bring out the outline of. You understand? So normally in a parallelogram, this part is parallel to this part, and here is parallel to this line. Good. So this is how to construct. This angle is what? Angle 60 degrees. Angle 60. So this is how you go about constructing your square, your rectangle, your rhombus, and your parallelogram. If there is any part of this work you feel you don't understand, please go back and watch all the videos again. If there are any questions, do shoot me a mail, and I'll be always available to attend to you. Do have a nice day, and keep watching. Please remember, subscribe to this channel, share this video to all your friends, and make sure we keep this channel moving. You are the reason why I am here. Bye bye for now.